My name is Mark Hawkins, and I work for the Department of Behavioral Health and Intellectual Disabilities for the City of Philadelphia. I'm a research information analyst here at the department, and this is my my smoking story, and hopefully it'll help somebody to quit smoking, and preferably some of my colleagues. But my story begins when I was 14, and a friend of mine called me up and said there was a mound of cigarette butts in the back of his house, in a field in the back of his house. And so I went over there and we lit up, and I smoked everywhere. I coughed everywhere. It was the worst experience I ever had, but I ended up becoming addicted to it, and ironically my friend didn't. There was some help along the way, I think, in me becoming addicted. I don't think it was totally a disease from my perspective. Part of the problem was that we knew at the corner store the woman that worked there, and she used to sell us cigarettes. For the next 2 or 3 years, she sold us cigarettes, or sold me cigarettes as I wanted them, and it was a pleasant experience at the time. And then as I got older, it became more of an addiction rather than a pleasure kind of thing, even though I enjoyed it. I smoked for 13 years, from when I was 14 to 27, and how I quit was through a smoking cessation group at my then employer, and there was 6 of us in the group. I had one mess up along the way where I smoked the cigarette butts from my last pack of cigarettes, and once those were gone, I quit smoking. Part of the reason I quit smoking was my health. I was 27 years old, and I was feeling very arthritic, and I found out later that the carbon monoxide from the cigarettes builds up in your capillaries, and the body can't get rid of the carbon monoxide quick enough, and it destroys the tendons around your joints, and so I was feeling this kind of arthritic. Anyway, after I quit smoking, about a year later, those pains went away, and I was feeling better. I was exercising, and I also have discovered that the cigarette addiction was also by design from the manufacturer, and I call it cigarette addiction by design. And the manufacturers, I found out later, were putting in flavor enhancers, extra nicotine, and other factors to help me become addicted to the cigarette.
Quit with help, quit for good. Call 1-800-784-8669.